Hello YouTube. Today I am going to show you two different ways I've learned to do 3D roses. That's my acrylic brush. One side is 8 and one side's 4. Some glitter there. But I learned how to do one, I think it's the first rose that I do from Young Nails. I think his name is Greg Nicotero. And it's the very first one I ever learned how to do. I watched his thing on Nail School. Right here, I'm just putting a thin layer of glitter to be behind, the rose. But, yeah, Nail School. It's really cool to watch. It's really good so you can learn things. Anywho, his was like, you put a pearl down, you kind of spread it out a little bit, put another one beside of it. You keep kind of going beside each other. And then the second rose that I do, I'm terrible at explaining, but the second rose that I do is by Natalie Mugridge. And I just seen a thing of how to do this the other day. I just watched it. And she puts a pearl on one side, spreads it out into her petal, and then she'll put another pearl directly across from it, spread it out, make her petal, and then she'll do it on the other two sides, like north, south, east, west sort of type thing. And then sometimes you kind of fill in as you need to if you don't have enough. But I really enjoyed doing both, and I hope that maybe my video helps someone else like theirs helped me. But a second ago, it said something about acetone in the monomer. I learned that from Young Nails. Greg said to put a drop, literally a drop or two. Yeah, this is Greg's way right here, but literally a drop or two into your monomer, and it kind of helps your acrylic be still instead of flow. Plus you can, dry your back of your brush a little before you put it on. But anyway, and then the acetone helps the acrylic not to so stick to your brush. But you still need to keep it wet. But see how I went, this is Greg's way, and I went with my first pearl, kind of spread it out, flatten it down. And I want to keep it flat as possible because, of course, I'm going to encapsulate it. And I kind of went beside the first pearl. And then the next one I'm going to go like beside the second pearl and to the inside a little bit. His is much better, so go and watch his. I will try to actually link both of their videos in the description box if I know how to do that. But I'll try. And what I'm going to do at the end, where I got some of those inks. Some people call them blooming inks, marbling inks, whatever. I saw that from Greg also, but he used something else, but it was still ink. But it wasn't exactly the same ink that we use for the marbling, I think. Don't quote me on that. But you put a little bit into your monomer, just regular monomer, no acetone, and it will turn it whatever color your ink is, and make sure you're using clear acrylic powder. I would say you could probably use pink clear acrylic powder. Anywho, yeah, and you'll see it will turn the monomer pink or blue or green or whatever color you decide. And it's really cool. I did it on a nail before that I got inspired to do from, I think her name's Nikki. but I'm not sure. But her channel is called Absolute Nails. And there is a design on there where she used abalone shell, mylar, blue glitter, and she took some blue ink, made a mess all over herself, just like I did. But anyway, she took the blue ink, put it in the monomer, and then picked up the acrylic and encapsulated what she had done on her nail with the blue monomer and acrylic. It looked really good. And I think it's something, I can't remember the name of it, but it's something blue ink, the name of the actual video. But I am making one of the inside pearls. This may be the last petal. Not really sure. But if you just stick it on there and leave it alone for a second, also, it makes it a little easier to work with. You really shouldn't play with any acrylic that you just put down. You should try to let it polymerize first, but we're all impatient. Yes, now I'm going to attempt Natalie's way. I used to try to practice 3D roses, flowers all the time. And I'm not really in good practice right now. But I thought this would be a cool video to show just how to do 2 different ways. I actually think this one's a little easier, but they both turn out beautiful. And you can leave it raised up also, but I knew I was going to encapsulate it, so I definitely wanted to make it as thin as possible. Alright, got interrupted. Family, you know how that is. Oh, went out of shot. I'm trying to set up my equipment a little better so that I can, make better videos. See there, I'm putting the second pearl right across from the first pearl, and you'll see how I don't try to stay beside of it. I just totally to the other side. That's why I say this one may be a little bit easier if you've never done this before. But they're both beautiful, and they both do a great job. I don't know why I can't just stay in shot. Come on, Jessica, get with the program. I've lost my train of thought. I totally forgot what I was going to say. I hate when the family comes in here. They make me nervous, and then I come back to it, press pause and come back. I don't know what I was going to say. I don't know, whatever. So now I'm going to go in, like, east and west this time. Maybe that's easier to understand. Just kind of take the point of your brush, open it up, spread it out, and then you take the belly of your brush to lay it flat and thin it out. I'm gonna kill him. I had to pause it again. I'll try to get back on track. Okay, so now I'll go in, place the small pearl on the other side. Like, this is west. Maybe, whatever, it could be east. Okay, and just spread it out and pat it down. Let it set for a second, like I said before. Yeah, this video is a little longer than the others because I did not want Now, I sped all this up, but I didn't want to really cut any of it out, because I thought some of you might want to see all of it. This inside pearl, the last one that we come to, instead of just using the tip point of your brush and making like a donut, instead of doing it like that on the previous flower, you kind of open it up like you're going to make a regular petal. You'll see in a minute. And then you try to swirl one side in. I'm so terrible at this. But yeah, you try to swirl one side in. Like I said, you could go watch Natalie's video, and it would help you get a better idea. You can see it a little better and all that. But yeah, I was gonna say, see, I'm trying to push it in a little bit there. You can see it, but now I'm gonna go out of shot. Yes, that's me. Anyhow, kind of like a swirl. So I was also wondering, sometimes when I take the end picture, I want my front picture to be my end result of my nails. So I'll put it in the very front of my videos and stuff. One time I got it to work. Oh, I made a mess. This was awful. So I had to pour it, and I made a bigger mess. But like one time I got it to work, and no other time. It'll just put whatever it wants to up there. But I don't know if you can understand what I'm saying. I just don't know how I can get my, like everyone else does with their pretty finished set of nails at the front of their video. So that's what you see when you click on. If anyone could possibly help me, leave an awesome link that helps you learn how to do it without it being 500 hours long. Or maybe just tell me something in a comment. That would be so greatly appreciated. But I thought this was really cool when I seen this. I seen Greg from Young Nails do what he called a blood nail. The white, you could see the white rose, you could see it through the red monomer and the encapsulation. And then he did another one. They might have just called it a blue rose, but they might have called it a blue blood rose. But from what I'm telling you, you should be able to find the videos. So now here goes my rendition of Natalie's rose. And it's going to be blue. I just thought of that. I should have done the boy blue and the girl pink. But what does it really matter? It doesn't matter. But that would have been a cooler way for me to make sure I have the right one, telling you the right, which I can tell which one is which, but you know. So there they are, before filing and buffing. So I've done that now. Magic off camera stuff. And now I'm going to top coat with my Born Pretty No Wipe top coat. Love it. I think I'm getting low. But I found this. I don't know the name of it. I can't pronounce it. It starts with a V. It's a product from... There's a bunch of them, polishes and everything. But they sell top coat. And the name of the brand starts with a V. And I found it on AliExpress. And it is 30 milliliter refill bottle for your small 12 and 15 ml bottles of top coat and whatnot. Alright, so that was them. They're beautiful. This is, I showed you in my first or second video, this, I think it says Aurora top coat from AliExpress. That says, I had to show you all this. Yes, when you put this top coat on, the Mylar that's in it, you don't get anything that you can feel sticking up out of it. It feels like regular top coat. I'm not saying you'll never ever get it, but it feels smooth like regular top coat. I love it. It just adds a little bit extra. This is the new one. This nail I did with these crazy tips that had like texture in them. So I took my glass glaze polishes from AliExpress and put on the back of them. And then I put a little acrylic back there to seal it in. And I put some little stones in there. You can see in the middle. My camera's messing up. I was trying to show you, like, the first coat. And I think I went in and did a second coat for you. But honestly, the first coat's better. But so, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. And I will see everyone next time. Yes, I do requests. Thank you.